Right, I am buzzing to make this video for you today. Buzzing because we are talking sanitary products for sensitive skin, which is a category of woman that I very much fit into. I started this please help me find something that's not going to irritate my skin journey about 5 years ago. Back then, unfortunately, we did not have the choice that we have today. There was one time in particular where I came on at work and I was looking desperately everywhere for any kind of product that I could find, and I went to 2-3 different Boots, a Superdrug, a Tesco, and I couldn't find something organic. I really struggled. Now, there is stuff in supermarkets, Sainsbury's, Tesco, like pharmacies, it's everywhere. You don't just have to order things online in preparation for a period, and you don't know when that's necessarily going to come on if you're not regular. So this, I mean, 2020, if it's one thing that it's good for, it is the variety and the choice of product that you can use when you're on your period. The first product that I'm going to start with probably is the most organic and hippie of them all, and it didn't agree with me. And that product is called Natura Care. I haven't actually got one to show you. I don't have one in because I don't really rate them. I'm including it in here just so you can try it in case the other ones end up irritating your skin. So the reason why I don't really rate Natura Care is because it's not very sticky, okay? When you put it on your knickers, these are the pads that I'm talking about, obviously, not the tampons, it just would come loose. I also found when I took it out of the packaging, it tended to rip a little bit. The waterproof layer and the kind of cotton absorbent layer, they didn't sit together, so they would move kind of independent of each other, and I just wasn't a fan of that. They also weren't particularly absorbent, so if you're having a kind of heavier day, not ideal. When I started this journey and those were the only things around, they were fine, and I probably used them for like maybe a year or so. I mean, now we have a world of opportunities and different stuff that you can pick and choose from. It's like pick and mix, isn't it? For tampons and pads, there's just so much choice. So I'm gonna talk about those a little bit more. But Natura Care, you know, it exists, it's out there. If you want it, good for you. So let's move swiftly on to these guys. This, can you even see that? There you go. This is kind of organic. So what I have got here are the Day Pads with Wings 10 Ultra. They do have tampons, but I'm going to talk about the pads with you today. These are all right. Do you know what? I might even open the box and show you. So they come like this, and I would say that this is a relatively thin pad. I mean, it comes off the wrapper quite nicely, which is something that Natura Care didn't always do. They tended to just separate and stick and rip, and it was just not the one. So already, that is a bonus. The one thing I would say about these, having used them, is again, they're not the most absorbent. So I like these for kind of end of period / middle of period, potentially not first day of period. The most important thing is that they're organic, and so they're going to be kind to your skin, and I didn't find them particularly irritating, so this is a good thing. I'm going to give these guys a little shout out because although other products have come on the market now which I prefer, these were like some of the OGs. Like when I couldn't find Natura Care, when let's say your period starts and it comes a little bit earlier than you expected, and you're trying to use nice healthy products and you don't have anything, you don't have time to order because Amazon Prime doesn't really exist yet / you don't have an Amazon Prime account. These guys were great because I did used to be able to find them. I think they were in Boots, and that is where I got them from today. And they were only $2.99. So yeah, although I would usually go for something else, these guys still have a little special place in my heart. Okay, now we're gonna move on to tampons. I would bet money, if I was a betting woman, that you will have seen Instagram ads for these guys. They pop up all the time. They started off being a little bit obscure, and now they are everywhere. I'm pretty sure even some of my friends and family members use them, but I'm not gonna name check anyone in case they don't want to share their sanitary products. Not everyone is an oversharer like me. They're everywhere now. I love it. So these are the tampons. These are regular. Obviously they go up to super as well. I just happen to have the regular ones in. I like these quite a lot. Let's go inside. So they come like this. Often, I have got many of these just like, you know, in the bottom of a handbag. Cardboard applicator. They're pretty good, like they do the job. I do find, like I said, that things are not as absorbent as you would want them to be, which is a shame. I'm yet to find a sort of tampon that I absolutely adore for absorbency that is also like organic and kind. But yeah, even just from the middle of your period, these will sort of do the job. And can I just say, sucker for nice packaging. How cute is that? It's just so pretty. I just really like the colours. So when everything else that I was getting was in these kind of like cardboardy grey and the Natura Care, they were in hideous packaging. When this came along, I was like, oh my goodness, Kind to Vagina products can be pretty too. That makes me happy. Okay, moving on to the next big boy on the market at the moment. Not a big boy, as in, you know, just like kick-ass product. Yoni. I only discovered these guys about 7 months ago, but I love them. They're so good. So these are the pads, and the thing that I adore about Yoni is that they stick in place. That back sheet on the bottom, that stickiness is very, very strong. We're going inside. Oh. Hey, I love these so much. Why have you made it so hard? This is what we're working with, okay? I mean, the fact that they're so difficult to get into bodes well for how sticky they're going to be inside. This kind of plaster sticky sheet that, you know, you rip off to stick it into your underwear, it goes all the way to the top. This pad is sticky even here. Who can say where the road goes? I mean, not a good example because no one's sticking it to their fingers, but it is just so reliable in a way that other products aren't. You stick this in your knickers, it ain't going anywhere. Now, unfortunately, again, they're not crazy absorbent. This is a heavy pad. I would disagree with that. Again, medium to light end of your period. I did use these with a tampon as well, so often a combination would be this. But the nice thing about these is that they're just like thinner, they're lighter. I don't really know until I have them on, which is great. So yeah, they stay in place. Not crazy absorbent, but absorbent enough. And if you're using it with a if you're using it with a tampon, what's a tambo? Combination as well, then yeah, it's gonna absolutely do the job. I like these a lot. Disclaimer for the next one. This ain't an organic hippie product. This is very much a industrial, commercial supermarket product, but it didn't irritate me, and I have the most sensitive skin in all the land. Meet Sainsbury's maxi towels. Oh, these are like, you could knock someone out with that. You couldn't, don't do that. They are technically dermatologically tested, and they are fragrance and chlorine free, which is why I'm going to assume it didn't irritate me, and I'm really grateful for that. The good thing about these is that they are thick. Let's get one out. Oh, nothing is going through that. It's so solid. It's just like you could sleep on it. It's so cushioned. There's so much springiness in the material. Oh, I love it. I had some exceptionally heavy periods recently, and this little bad boy saved the day. Oh, it was so great. And you know, at night you don't want to think about it, you just want to pop something in and go to sleep. Loved this for me. And yeah, was not irritating. I'm so grateful to Sainsbury's. I picked them up out of desperation. Like, all these beautiful packaged, happy, hippie, like amazing. I love them, like I keep saying, I love these, but they just weren't doing the job with how heavy my period was at that point in time. So these, out of desperation, I think they were 65 pence, which is a bargain. Let me check that for you. Oh, sorry, 90 pence, completely broke the bank. But yeah, I really like them. Picked them up on a whim, rate them a lot, and now we keep them in the house. This, okay, is an alternative, right? And I'm not saying you have to try it, but try it. You recognize it already. You're like, oh no, she's talking about moon cups. Don't do that. This is a moon cup, okay? This is a brand new moon cup. I have one from a different brand, which I wasn't gonna show you because I've used it many times. But I thought I'd get a nice, pretty, aesthetically pleasing pink one, so at least we had a chance to not scare you off. I totally get the intimidation, okay? I understand that putting something in there that goes, it's like a suction, is slightly terrifying. It terrified me. I remember the first time I used one, it took my breath away, and not in a good way. But they are good. They're really good. I can find strings of tampons irritating, even at the best of times, like even my favorite stuff, if I'm just like a little bit sore, then it's a no-go. This, once you've gotten over the fact that there is something technically inside your vagina, you can't feel it on the external skin. Disclaimer, I really hope that you are here for the right reasons and you're not just watching this to see me embarrass myself and talk about things so intimately and overshare. I really hope that you're here because you want to learn, because otherwise this is just mortifying. Just give it a go. They're not that cheap. This one was £16, okay? But when you consider that you buy one of these and it will last you for so long, you're saving money. Plus, this one, it comes with its own little carry case. It's collapsible and you can pop it inside a carry case. Who thought that a moon cup could be cute? The point of this is that if everything fabric, if this is chafing, if this string is rubbing, if this is sticking in the right place and you love it and you really rate it but it's just not absorbent enough, this has got your back. I have got one more item that I'm going to talk to you about, and this is something that I have not yet tried. Ooh, controversial, but it shooketh me. So I decided that it would be nicer for you if I showed you like brand new boxes of things. So I went out and I bought all the stuff that I would use anyway, so it wasn't wasteful. I will get through all of this. But whilst I was out shopping, in Boots in particular, finding these bad boys, I stumbled across this Tampax 100% organic core tampon. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that the organic cotton is in the middle of the tampon and there's like a bleached sheet around the outside? I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a go, because like I keep saying, I tend to find that these things are not absorbent enough. Tampax was always absorbent enough. Tampax was great, I love Tampax, but when I stopped using those products, I lost the opportunity for absorbency. The fact that they've got involved fills me with hope. So I'm due on my period in the next like week or so. I'm gonna give these a go and I will come back to you on them, because please, please, please God, let them be non-irritating and absorbent. Yeah, I feel like we've come such a long way. I started this 5 years ago and all I could get was stuff from online or Holland & Barrett. Sometimes I couldn't even get things in Boots. Then I could get one thing in Boots, and now we just have all this choice. Oh my God. Hey. I'm gonna very quickly run through where I got all of these from as well. Yoni, Sainsbury's, Tampax Organic, Boots, Time of the Month / TOTM / Tontum. I don't know how they pronounce that thing. Sainsbury's, Kind Organic, Boots, Chunky Little Loves, Sainsbury's, and this adorable little specimen, Sainsbury's again. So yeah, there we go. Those are my favourite picks for sanitary products if you have got sensitive skin. I hope you enjoyed this. Please, 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 if you are listening and you're thinking, oh my gosh, she's missed something incredible off this list, please comment down below. Not least because I'd love to do another video and give you more options, but also because I'd love to try it for myself. I'm still yet to find the perfect product, because although moon cups are brilliant, you're wearing a moon cup and that can be a little bit like, whoo, you know, whoo, something's inside, not always pleasant. But yeah, so far through my own tampon and pad and sanitary product journey, these are my recommendations for you.